Well, let me tell you a bit about gap cover, right? It's an essential in today's times. Reason being is the gap cover products basically cover you for any shortfall that arises from your specialist billing you and what your medical aid pays. So if there are any shortfalls in your example and in your instance, the gap cover product would definitely assist you and obviously help you cover those shortfalls.
So it will be the shortfalls for the anaesthetist and specialist.
Correct.
Not just half a product.
100%. So let me give you an example. One of my clients that I assisted now recently, they went in to have a baby, and when obviously baby was born, they received the bills and totally shocked. But luckily the client had the gap cover product, and what happened is the doctors and the specialist, whereby the gynae, charged 3 times more than what the normal medical aid rate is.
3 times?
Yep. So a 30,000 rand account.
Oh my gosh.
And medical aid only paid 10,000. So you can imagine the shock on this poor client. The anaesthetist also sent them a bill which is more than what medical aid covered. So anaesthetist charged 10,000, medical aid paid 5,000. 25,000, that's obviously the client's liabilities that the client needed to pay.
So you're telling me 25,000, that's even without the nappies and the prams and the worry about all that sort of thing. My thing is we are planning, or we're planning to have a kid in future. So for me, if you're telling me that GAP will pay the 25,000 rand, it's already a relief.
100%.
Because we all know kids is expensive.
Extremely
So,
expensive.
Sounds good. Tell me more.
So in this instance, my client basically could claim that full 25,000 rand back from the gap cover. The gap cover then, depending on the product that you have, covers you up to 6 times of the agreed medical scheme rate. So in this instance, it was 3 times of the agreed medical scheme rate. Remember also that specialists are not regulated, so they can charge any amount. And obviously your medical aid will only pay at the agreed medical aid rates. And then on top of this, there are also additional benefits. So for example, if you had to go in for an MRI or CT scan, there are certain co-payments that apply on your medical aid. And we all know medical aids have co-payments. I'm sure you know about that as well.
Yes, I do, unfortunately,
Correct.
especially on the MRI. Before this procedure, I had to go in for an MRI and I had to pay in a co-payment. So, look, it makes sense to have this product, and I understand that there's a need for me to take this product, but
100%.
I still don't understand why I must pay something above my medical aid. It's understandable we need to do it because of my planning, my future planning as well.
Definitely a
But
frustration.
just tell me, in a case of where it's an emergency, where I'm, say for instance, in a car accident, what will happen to the bill if the specialist can charge what they want to? It will be obvious at night or after hours.
100%.
Will GAP cover me for shortfalls on that as well?
Yeah, excellent question, and I'm glad you're thinking about this, because this is the questions that we should be asking ourselves. Is in your event, let's use a car accident as an example. You don't have a choice as to who is going to be operating on you. It's not like you're going to be laying there and saying, oh, listen, are you charging medical aid rates or not? So in that instance, if that specialist that's treating you bills you, let's say 4 times or 5 times of the agreed medical scheme rate, you're going to receive that bill afterwards. And if you have the gap cover product, you can basically claim for that, as mentioned, up to 6 times of the agreed scheme rate. And like I said, there's also the additional benefits, such as your premium waiver benefits, whereby gap cover, in the event of a disability or death, will cover your medical aid premiums for up to 6 months, depending on the product that you have.
So you say if I pass away or permanently disabled, my medical aid will be covered for 6 months.
To 100%.
Wow.
And that's, nowadays, that's a big worry, is that what am I going to be leaving my family as a legacy, and obviously what are they going to be using to look after themselves? So in that instance, not only is there that benefit, but another big factor in our market now is that we're seeing a rise in cancer cases. So, yeah, and it's a scary concern, because why? What happens is you get a bill from your hospital or your specialist or your oncologist, and if there are shortfalls, your gap cover would also cover you on top of those cancer shortfalls that you have. So another great reason why you should take out the gap cover product.
So you told me if I have cancer, I'm diagnosed with cancer, I exceed my limit because there's a limit on my option.
Correct.
What will happen then? They will actually give me that, or I will explain. Just explain to me more on oncology.
Sure. So depending on obviously the circumstances, there's two benefits and what product you obviously take. There's two benefits that you could possibly get. The first benefit is on first time diagnosis of cancer, there's a lump sum cash benefit that the gap cover providers would obviously pay out that to you. So this is a very nice benefit in the event that obviously you need to be using specific facilities where obviously transport and fuel is extremely expensive. This lump sum benefit will definitely help with those costs that the Medicare will not
Definitely.
cover. Exactly. And also then in terms of your medical treatment that you would need, if there are shortfalls for oncology or cancer, the gap cover would also cover you up to obviously certain RAND limits in terms of obviously the benefit that is offered.
That is quite amazing. I mean, we all fear cancer.
Yep.
So just tell me, where do I sign up? Where do I get more info on this?
So excellent question. I think the best way to obviously sign up is contact one of your Sasfin healthcare consultants, and they will definitely assist you in looking at your profile and ensuring that you choose the correct gap policy.